everybody, we are starting a new series tonight. And be sure to watch to the very end because there is a surprise each night until we get to Christmas. Thank you, and please enjoy. Hello, everybody, and hi over there. I'm using 2 cameras tonight. I'm going to give this a shot. Of course, you'll only be seeing one at a time. But I'm going to paint. So on the other camera, you'll only see me. So I'll probably cut back and forth just to give it interest. But I have a small canvas tonight. And I am going to paint a Christmas bauble. But I have just finished putting a white coat on here, and that's going to need to dry. So in the meantime, I'm going to tell you a story. This is a true story, and it's about how we got to the point of just doing stockings. And it really has worked out beautifully. Nobody has any bigger expectations. Sometimes for the younger ones, we'll put something a little more in there, but, you know, like maybe a coloring book or something. But years ago, well, when the kids first started moving out and making their own lives, first our oldest daughter and her husband, it was no big deal for everybody to just, you know, exchange names. And so, I mean, the kids had been exchanging names since they were fairly little. Well, there was a time we used to get them something from each other, but anyway, so then, but the most fun was the get-together, everybody getting together. But then the family started expanding more. Between birthdays and Christmas and everything, it was just getting to be way too much. So we stopped kind of doing all the birthday stuff. I mean, we still give them something for their birthdays, but I mean, my kids, you know, the kids are all raising their families, and it was getting pretty tight. And so when you're first starting your family and you're setting up your household and all of that, it's just a lot. So we just put into all of them having to do birthdays. I think they did for the first couple, 3 grandkids, and then after that it just started getting too big. But what we did do was we continued to draw names for Christmas. But then it kept growing, and after a couple of years, it was obvious that they couldn't afford and to keep doing that. So we came up with the plan of stockings. And we put a little money in everybody's stockings because we tried getting them stuff at first, and it was like we couldn't figure out what they needed or wanted anymore. And usually my taste and their taste didn't seem to quite jive. So we just started saying, okay, let's just we'll give you a gift of money, and we'll give you something, ornament every year, and, you know, a little something in your stocking to fill it out, usually, you know, candy. And so that is how it has been since. And the kids do our stockings. And it's all about the get-together. The stockings are great. They're fun. But, you know, and the kids, they like to get in there and get their candy, so we usually wait till after we eat. So, but it's just so enjoyable to get together and not worry about all of the stuff under the tree that everyone needs or wants to grab. And it's just fun. And then when we do get into the stockings and they start finding their little prizes and stuff. And that's sometimes I get quite shocked at what's in mine, because one year I got a whole bag of Hershey's Kisses. It was so sweet. But I think this is dry enough now that we can go on and I can start painting. If I could just not shade, what a blessing that would be. But then, I guess I'd still be me, just without the shakes. But that's my challenge. My challenge is to paint while I shake and try to keep it somehow in some kind of a barrier. Oh, I don't love having COPD, but it has allowed me to learn how to paint and just slow down enough to learn new things. But let it be a lesson to you all, or a warning to you all. This did come about for me from smoking. Now I know others it has come about from some kind of factory work that they've done, you know, like in places where there's a lot of dry chaff and stuff in the air. And, you know, there was one gal that went to the church I grew up in, and they had run a dairy for years, and she had hay fever. But you don't know a farm wife until you know just how determined a farm wife is to support the farm, help with the farm, and be that helpmate. Now, helpmate does not mean not partner on the farm, because the guys are very dependent. Well, for one thing, the woman is not a bit above going out, sitting on a tractor and taking a plow, or going out and calling the cattle in for their evening milking. It's not a bit unheard of. In fact, they often do it. So it is more of a partnership. So in that I can be thankful for what I am able to do, because of, you know, still doesn't make me glad that I got COPD. That would be just silly, but I can be thankful that God has given me a way to be productive and to do something in spite of it. Does that make any sense at all? almost there. I think I showed you that once already. I need to do the little berries. Let's see. So, why don't you give me a suggestion of what you would like me to do tomorrow? I think I asked for something on the last couple of them, but I don't know. I haven't seen any responses to those yet. But go ahead and give me a idea of something like, something else to do for, like an ornament or something. Because there's several days left of the season. I think there's more than a month. But it is fun to prepare. So I'll let you go because the battery's about to. But I am really kind of had fun with this. And so I hope we'll do some more to have even more fun with tomorrow. And at some point, I will do the manger scene. And that one is going to be a lot different this year than it was last year. So, I will talk to you later. Love you. Good night. Smile and wave at somebody. That's an order. This ornament is from 2004, made by the Sutton family, which are my aunt and uncle and their daughters. So, isn't that beautiful? I know why one, oh, this isn't cross stitch though, but we do have some really beautiful cross stitch ones, but this is tonight's reveal, and isn't that gorgeous?